Welcome to a new video in my home automation series, and in this episode I'm setting up a 5 megapixel PoE NVR security camera system from Sannce. Originally I was planning to include this end-to-end setup video where I do the unboxing all the way up until I set up the whole system, the mobile access, and I show you some of the configuration details as part of the main review. But this ended up being so long that I decided that I'm going to release this almost unedited version of, from A to Z in this episode, and I'm going to make a shorter video where I'm going to focus on the summary and some of the main features, and also that is going to include some sample footage. So if you want to see the whole unedited version, you are welcome to stay along for the rest of this video. Otherwise, I'm going to have a link in the video description below for the shorter summary version. But regardless, I hope that you find sufficient information in this video about the whole setup process, how complicated it is to wire the system together and configure the mobile app and see some of the settings. And hopefully that is going to help you in your purchasing decision whether this product is for you or whether you should be looking for a more suitable product from Sannce. So let's start this unboxing, and actually I realized that the difficulty in setting up a camera system is not really, getting all these components out of the box and getting them hooked up, but it's the installation, getting all the wires in through the the roof or the eaves and everything, and finding a place for the recorder and then wiring the two different locations together. So yeah, okay. Ooh, we get some stickers and we have some more stuff. So drilling template for the camera base. There's a decent amount of documentation. How many languages is that? Oh, okay. Sorry. That's yeah. It doesn't say. But oh, okay. So yeah, 5 different languages. So it's not a huge amount of documentation. Okay, we have some these things that you can waterproof the Ethernet connection and the camera. So yeah, it looks like a nice bullet type camera with a couple of LEDs on the front, and I mean, the camera itself, the lens itself is not huge, and we have 2 connections. So even though this is PoE, we still have an Ethernet power jack, which I'm not really sure why that is required. I mean, that's just, to be honest, in this case, that's just something for me that needs to be plugged so it doesn't get wet. And there is no, I'm checking it. Oops. Something escaped. Yeah, there is, I think it's some sort of grommet. Yeah. I'm not sure where this one goes to. But yeah, there is nothing to plug the DC socket, because all these are for the the Ethernet connection, just to make it waterproof. Actually, I don't know if the kit includes a network cable. It would be nice if it would include some at least, because I don't have any. Well, actually I do have from other products. Okay, so that was one of the cameras, and the other one is, I mean, shocking. It's exactly the same. I don't think I'm going to use the screws for the time being, and I don't think I need this connector. Probably the mounting is going to come later, because I would try to find a temporary position for testing. So I'm just going to put these into side in one of the camera box. I think we can do with only one set of screws and one set of documentation. And we have the second camera here. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, good. I like that the cable goes inside the base. So if you have some sort of box in the wall, or you're going to mount a box outside the wall, then you can just coil up all the cables inside. So from the outside, nothing is going to be visible. I like that sort of design. We have a QR code, which I don't think that we would need to use, because once we plug it in, it should recognize both of the cameras immediately. But that's it. I thought I would need my knife, but nothing is locked for the time being. Okay, so how this opens. Oh, there's a tab here, there's a tab here. Okay. This must be cable. And that's the NVR. Very light. I hope the hard drive is installed. Otherwise, it's going to take longer. There is documentation, and that's it. So there's this nice rubbery thing to hold this in. And yeah, we get one more sticker. And the documentation. Let's look at the device first. Okay. I mean, it feels very, very light. And I don't have any hard disk. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to use this. Okay, so on the back we found the camera ports. So 8 ports. There is a LAN port, HDMI, USB, VGA output, DC in, and that's it. Let's look at the documentation. User manual, adapter, wall sticker, cable. Yeah, if your device already has a hard drive, skip this step. From the weight of this thing, I don't think it has a hard drive installed. But it's been a while since I used a big computer, so I don't really know if... I mean, I could be mistaken. Let me just take out the screws. Oh, okay, I need a different screwdriver. Do I have something else here? Maybe this is going to work. I need Phillips head. This is not Phillips. Oops. But it works. Where is my focus, friend? That's still not the focus. Back in the day, I don't had any issues with this camera, this overhead camera. But it feels like that it's getting worse in low light condition. There wasn't really a problem before. And I also noticed that if it has anything which is really shiny, then again it has issues getting locking onto the focus. But there is nothing shiny here. Okay. So you have 4 screws that you need to remove. And I try to make my videos during the daytime nowadays for the same reason, but I've been just so busy I can't find the time during the day. Okay, so this doesn't have any hard drive, which means that even though I should be able to power this on, we are not going to get any recordings. So this is just a SATA hard drive connector. I mean, it's shocking how small the whole thing is. I mean, it's basically a single board computer. And I think these are probably some PoE chips or something. So we have a coin cell, and yeah, so the main system chip must be this one. Let me just look a little bit further. I mean, not that I can really tell what the others are. Probably this is memory, and that's some controllers. Maybe this one as well. Yeah, I can't really tell. And there is a very simple, oh, we just only have some LEDs on the front. This is not even a button, so we just have a couple of LEDs and that's it. That's only for decoration. One thing I probably need to look in the documentation is, you know, once you install this, how do you install the hard drive? Okay, tighten the screws on the button or tighten the HDD screws on the bottom of the NVR chassis. Okay, so it looks like that, you know, once you install the hard drive, probably you have to use these screw mounts here. I mean, probably either these two or maybe one of these, depending on, I guess, if you buy a 710 hard drive or a, sorry, 5.25 or 3.5 inch hard drive. It feels like that I'm missing some feet here. Maybe it's going to be in the box. So let's do this box now. Maybe there is going to be a hard drive here. I don't think so, but no hard drive. Oh, but we get a mouse and some screws. Okay, so there is a short network cable, so that's probably just going connected to your router. There is a power brick, which has this figure 8 for power, and this goes into the NVR. It is rated 48 volts and 1.3 amps, so 60 watts total. So I'm guessing if you have a full system with 8 cameras, it can probably still do around 60 watts. And we have a small mouse. That's nice. That's the power cable. And we have a couple of screws. I'm not really sure. Maybe that's for the hard drive. And oh, there is more screws here. Metal screws. I think this feels more like for the hard drive. And we have an HDMI cable. So probably I'm going to look at the listings, what sort of accessories you can get, but definitely I'm missing 2 of the network cables to, you know, connect the camera. But I do understand that it's really, you know, it's difficult to include it in any kit because you don't really know. Well, maybe you do, but I mean, it's hard to tell right in the beginning how long cable you get from the network recorder all the way to the cameras. So I guess it's the typical installation would be that you buy a, you know, big 100-meter reel or whatever, and you also crimp your own cables so you can do exactly the runs that you need. I think I have some very long network cables, so I should be able to do some sort of temporary installation with this. But I think I'm going to pause here and just look around if I have any hard drives that I can use. I don't think I have SATA hard drives. I have some very old hard drives that I used in old computers, but they are probably ID interface, and this definitely needs SATA. So yeah, I'm going to pause it here just to get some materials, and we are going to be back. Okay, getting the supplies was actually not that difficult. I found a small 3.5-inch hard drive from an old laptop, so Samsung, and it has a SATA connection, so that should be good. And I have just some random network cable, and I think I'm going to use this other network cable which was provided to connect the 2 cameras. So let me just do first we will need this network cable, and just checking the recording is all working. So let me install the SATA. So let me just put some of this stuff away. We don't have an awful lot of space to work with. And I think these screws, or I figured that I can use, you see these 4 holes here? They seem to match with the 4 holes on this, in this drive. So as I suspected, there is place for 3.5 inch, and there are other places for 5.25 inch hard drive. So I'm just going to get this cable out of the way here. This goes in like that, and I think this needs the black screws. Okay. I mean, normally this is, 320 gigs. I mean, at least you should use, I think, probably like 2 terabyte hard drive. And again, look for a hard drive which is good for NVRs. So I always forget what I have in my NVR. So Western Digital has a, I think it's the Blue series. So there are things that are good for like network storages or NVRs. So, not really high throughput, but they are okay to be basically running 24/7 and reading and writing continuously. Let me get some smaller screwdrivers. I have this nice set that I got from Sonoff. Manual screwdrivers, but they're quite nice. I like to work with them. I got the screws out, and it looks like it's the good location. I'm still missing those feet on this. And yeah, from the cabling and everything, you can tell that you basically have only a place for one single hard drive. So it's not a network storage. You can't have multiple hard drives. So to make sure that you pick the one that is suitable in terms of have sufficient recording length. How long you want to record stuff continuously. I mean, of course, it depends on the cameras and how many cameras you have. I don't want to get into numbers now. I probably have to look it up. Yeah. So they most probably have some numbers on the website, how much they recommend, like a 1 terabyte hard drive with 2 cameras, with 4 cameras, how many hours or days it will store in terms of continuous recording. Okay, so that was the hard drive installation. I assume that that's all we need to do. And again, I assume that that hard drive is still working. I guess we will find out soon enough. But I just need to put the 4 screws back. I mean, this assembly is very easy. This is not a complicated unit, but again, I was surprised how basic or how simple the main board is on this device. I thought that processing streams and I don't know, maybe transcoding is going to take more processing and a little bit more complicated hardware, but maybe all the processing is actually done by the cameras. So all this unit is doing is basically, saving the streams and putting into some sort of file format like MP4, and slicing up those files I would assume every minute or every 5 minutes. So it creates these slices. Okay, so we still have some screws which we are not going to use at the moment. And then we have some packages, and we can put the screwdriver to the side for the time being. Okay. So last thing that we do is we will give it power, but I think first let me just get a little bit more cable from the mouse. Actually, it's good that they are giving this, you know, very simple mouse, because in order to use it, you actually need a mouse, and you don't want to use your, I mean, you know, a simple mouse like this is going to be sufficient for this application. Okay, we need a screen, and for the screen, I'm going to use my portable screen that I got from AliExpress a long time ago. Well, not long time ago. That was the Christmas present for myself for last Christmas, and I used it a couple of times. So, you know, and for these, it's very useful because it's such a mobile thing. And I can just deploy it. It runs on the USB, so I can even power it from a power bank if I need to. So now I'm hooking up power. Power goes in here. I still need to connect the other end with the, you know, the mains pigtail. So I'm not going to power it up because I want to hook up everything before I start working on it. So this comes with this HDMI to HDMI cable. I'm not going to use this because on this screen it has micro HDMI. So it comes with a cable which is HDMI to micro HDMI. But normally if you have a monitor or a TV screen, that you would use the provided cable. And to be honest, even if you, I mean, if you're going to use this in a cabinet, which I do, so I have my own NVR and I use it in a cabinet just above the fridge, and I have like a very small 7-inch screen. So I would actually say recommend that you buy like the most inexpensive small LCD screen, which you know, works on HDMI, because it just makes it so easy. I mean, if you want to check something, sometimes it's even easier to just, you know, walk up to that screen, turn it on, look at what's happening, and that's it. I mean, it's easier to just, you know, find the phone, open the app, wait until it connects, blah blah blah. So yeah, I like to be offline if I don't need to do that phone thing all the time. Okay, so we have everything, almost everything hooked up. So the only thing we need to hook up is the cameras. So I have this cable. So I'm going to use, I don't think, oh yeah, the ports are labeled. So this is port number 1, and let me get the other cable out. Oh, that's number 3. So number 2 is this one. Actually, I'm thinking I might need to break up this setup into a separate video, because with the you know, whole review, it's probably going to take an hour or something like that, which is ridiculously long. Okay, and I just connect the network on the other end. Camera 1 and camera 2. And that's it. Focus. Houston, we have no, we don't really have focus, but that's almost there. So at the moment, I don't have network connected, so this is all going to be offline at the moment, but that should be sufficient to get it set up. And I mean, obviously I can use the screen to look at what's happening. So power goes in here, and I just need to plug this in, and this should come to life. Okay, so I have a power LED, network is blinking, HDD is blinking, And oops, need a little bit more cable for my mouse. Oh, we have something here. Ooh, look, we are booting into the operating system. Oh, okay, that's nice. So first it says language, English, Spanish, Italian, French, German. That's it. I thought you have a bunch of other languages. Maybe not this. So I confirm English. Okay, admin password. Please draw a pattern. Please draw the pattern again. There's a lot of security questions here. Okay, reserved email for password reset. Okay, honestly, I'm going to untick this reserved email and also I need to select at least one security question. I guess, I'm guessing these are required because let's say if you are running this without Ethernet connection, so then it would need to have all these security questions to let you in again. Out of the best resolution, oh, look. Yeah. And I can hear some echo as well, so the sound recording is working. The quick wizard setup, quickly configure your device. Do you want to run? Yeah, let's do the quick wizard. Oh, login as admin. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So time zone. So my time zone is +1. Time format. I like to pick this one. Is this the, yep. And at the moment it's 11, oh, it's almost midnight, 11:56. Okay, daylight saving time. Oh Jesus, I don't know how we are calculating the daylight saving time. Enable NTP. I guess if it does NTP, then it would be able to do that. Network. Yeah, let's use the HCP. I'm fine with that. Enable intranet search. I have no idea what that is. Format disk. Format. Confirm. I hope that's not going to take a long time. No, it does not. It probably formats it to well, it doesn't say what is the is FAT or something else, but I would assume it's something else. Okay, oh yeah, and that's interesting because you see it is able to search for other cameras and camera login, add, search, add. Oh. Okay, so, I mean, obviously it found the two cameras that are connected over Ethernet, over the network cable. So it has some local IP 192, so 168.3. something. Okay, so that's fine. And it has a place for other 6. And yeah. And the status is, so what I'm not really sure, I mean, I guess what would be also possible is yeah, I mean, let's say if it's a link to the network, and if there are other cameras on the local network, for example Wi-Fi cameras that are not linked to this device, it will be able to find them and add them. So that's also possible, but I think for this installation I'm just going to use with these two provided cameras. Okay, and then mobile monitoring. Okay, that's the mobile monitoring, but I think I'm not going to do that now. So I'm just going to do this initial setup where I set this up and just make sure that it is running. Next. That's it. I mean, here it says that the network is disconnected. It is disconnected, but you can see, I can see the cameras, and I can go full screen, and you know, it's fairly quick. There is maybe a half a second delay, like, you know, getting the stream transcoding, but really good image quality. So definitely, I mean, I would try to find a place for these cameras. I'm going to place them outside. I'm going to wait for a couple of days, and then in the beginning of the video there are going to be some you know, sample footage. But this looks good. And next page, previous page, so I can scan through the different cameras. Multi-view. Oh, I can do 2 screens. Okay, that's useful. It's a little bit bigger, so I can do 2 screens, 3 screens, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they are slightly different layouts. Let me just, maybe I can tilt this, and I can prop this up with this charger and the NS Panel Pro here. Oh, how about that? Yeah, I think you can almost see. I mean, please ignore the shadow of the ring light. So these are the different, you know, screen sizes that you can do. If I do this, at least the lights are better, so you don't get too much dark area on that part of the screen. So I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah. And what's that start switch? Oh, I think you can like make it to cycle through different cameras, like you see in stores in many cases. But yeah, so cameras. Oh, this goes back to the same screen where we were before. And network. Oh, that's the network. So basically, these are the different setups. Oh, I can set up the different streams. So, for example, for channel 1, the video encoding is H.265. And the resolution is 5 megapixels. So again, if you want to play around with you know, storage, so maybe you install a camera to where it only records a very close area, you don't need a 5 megapixel resolution, maybe you are enough with HD as well, then you can you know, lower it here, and obviously it's going to take less space on the hard drive, so that's nice. Frame rate is 20 frames per second, bit rates, and yeah, you have the substream as well, and then you can copy these settings to all the cameras, so that's nice. Okay, infrared mode, and yeah, light supplement mode, that's infrared. So I wonder how we can turn these LEDs on. Maybe we'll figure that out. Dual light, there is nothing here, it's customized. I'm going to leave it on infrared. Monitor. Mobile detection and linkage. I'm not sure what that is. Mobile monitoring. Okay, so basically that's the thing. So I install the QR code. Sorry, I scan the QR code and I install the application. And yeah, I just have one alarm that the network is disconnected. And cloud update. Oh, okay. So I can update the things. Okay, let's look at the playback. So playback, backup. So I can back up all the cameras. Sorry, I back up the, I guess, the recordings. I would need to figure out if there is any way to download the video files. Okay, cameras. Status. Ooh, plug and play, admin and the password, and delete and enable. I don't know if there is anything here. So channel stream settings. Okay. Motion. Oh, okay. Alarm, human, and vehicle. I mean, do you see a human now? That should be a human. Link ejection. Common link, send email, single screen sound. Oh, there is a recording. Image setting, okay, and OSD, if I want, yeah, motion. Oops, what is it? No cameras have been added to support this feature. Okay. So these are not motion activated cameras. Okay, alarm mask, input alarm, and then video loss. Okay, so you can, set some of these not to apply to different parts of the day. Storage. Oh man, I mean, there's so many options here. So, pack by size, find extension. Yeah, it's pack. Okay, so I can do like, 1 gigs or 10 minutes, and of course I can lower it to, smaller chunks as well. Disk detection. Ooh. Oh, it gets all the smart things from the hard drive, like, if it has any failures or anything like that. So that's interesting. Okay, alarms. Oh, I can clear the alarm. And settings. Okay, so these are mostly the things that we have already seen. So there is user management here, video encryption, if you want to encrypt the videos as well, and then a maintenance. Oh, there's so much other stuff here. Okay, channel status. Motion is not supported for this camera, so now we can see them here. And yeah, so smart alarm, and everything is enabled. So again, this is a basic setup, especially the the whole package is basic because it didn't contain the camera, the hard drive, and also the cameras are not motion detection cameras. So basically they just do 24/7 recording. But to be honest, if you buy an NVR, I think I would do 24/7 recording anyway. And you can definitely see that they are recording. You can see that the bitrate and stuff is working. Disk status, disk group, connection, auto maintenance. You can do it to reboot every, let's say every week or something like that. System upgrade. Yeah, I can check for the latest version once I connect it to the network. And I still have only one alarm that oh, look, I do have some human detection. So channel 2 and channel 1. Oh, these are really old before I set the time, I think. But that's okay. Support, and I guess I can, log, reboot, and shut down. Okay, it says decoding performance limit reached, and some channels are automatically stopped for playback. So it looks like it won't be able to play back multiple channels. Yeah, that's my recording. So this is not live because I'm not moving at the moment. So okay, that was the recording from channel 1, and I guess that's the timestamp before the time got changed. So probably that's still the recording of the setup process. Yeah, basically it's up and running. I mean, I haven't really had to do anything. I mean, all I was doing in the last 10 minutes is just going through all the different settings in the NVR, and but even without that, it was already working. So, I mean, that's cool. It's, you know, it's all fine. Basically, just, you know, do the wiring. I mean, what was it in the initial setup? It was a password, some of the password reminders, and time zone language, and of course the cameras were connected already, so they got automatically recognized, and that was it. So that's good. Let's I guess we can do the network part as well. So it's 10 minutes midnight, which means that I need to go to bed. But we can do this before I do that. So yeah, I have the network cable, and this needs to go. Oops, things are falling. Oops, network is connected. There is so much stuff happening on my desk. Oh, it becomes even better. Okay, how do I get out of the playback? Support, no. Do I still have? Yeah, how do I clear the alarms? Backup cameras. So now I can't figure out how I get back to the main screen. Playback storage alarms. Oh, clear all alarms. Let's go to settings and then network and DDNS. Oh, you can do DDNS as well. So email. Yeah, I'm not going to set up email now. Port mapping. The web service port 80 access platform. Enable internet search. No, we won't want to do that. So we just need to figure out what network these, you know, what IP address this device got. Hey, it should be network flow, network resources. Oh, that's maintenance. Sorry, let's go back to settings and network. And, oh, 160. Oh, that's how you get back. Whee! Hi. Hi. I wonder if you can mute it. Probably there is a way to mute. Anyway, let me just let me switch to this view and start Chrome. Oops. No, I'm on the wrong screen again. I mean, not again, but let me just resize it. Actually, let me change this view. So 192.168.1.160, and it's port 80. Yep, something is happening. Yep. Admin. That's it. It's working. I mean, it looks like I have access to basically everything that I had access on the main screen as well. Wonder how I can turn off the audio. Anyway, it's not that bad. But I'm not going to go through all the settings here because I think we have tried to go through the settings on the other side already. Sorry about the hiccups. And before I release the video, I'm going to just double check whether these cameras can do motion detection. I guess we will figure out once I set the camera up outside, and I would have a lot of recordings on, you know, just general stuff where things are going, you know, happening in a garden, as opposed to when it detects either me or a car, then we would know if it starts, you know, doing any recording. I mean, I quite like this user interface. It's very nice. You know, the image is sharp. I can double click and then it goes to full screen. That's nice. Hey. That's cool. And really the image quality looks nice. Scan the QR code below to add the device. Scan the QR code to download the app. Okay, let's do this. So I take my phone and I scan the QR code, which takes me to a... Oh, okay, so it's Sannce Live. That's the name of the application. Okay, so I've done the registration. You can see my emails. I have an account. You have a couple of options here. You can shop for products and yep. So now add a device. And now I need to scan a QR code. I need to enable this and oops. Oh, that's it. My NVR. NVR. And save. Verify the password. To keep your device secure, verify the password you set for the device. Okay. Oh, that's good. So at least I can verify that I set up the device and I know what the password is. Okay, play. Yeah, that's it. So I have the two channels and actually both of the channels are live at the same point. So I can do also the playback options here. Channel 1, no recordings found. I don't remember, I think it was like 17 something today. But I'm going to play around with this once I have, more recordings. But yeah, I have PTZ, which I'm not going to use because I don't have PTZ on any of these cameras. They are fixed cameras. And in the config, I can go into, all the different alarms and local recording, fill light settings, infrared, customize. Ooh, okay, so these are all the customize options which I didn't see immediately, but no, the infrared is fine. Video adjustment more. I still need to figure out how I can get these small LEDs still lit. Those small lights, because here I have siren and talk, but nothing else. Well, the talk is not going to work because I'm recording the screen. And I guess I can double click here so it shows me only this camera. Hi. Yeah, it's nice. I don't I I don't want to press the siren because the whole family is asleep at the moment. Hey, but this is good. So it's yeah, the setup is complete. I think we started about ooh, yeah, a long time ago. So this is definitely going to take a long time to set this up, but it's not that bad at all. I mean, we already have gone through the configuration. We have seen many of the settings, so definitely we spent a lot of time doing that, and now it is working. And I mean, of course, the local recording is working here. Everything is working on my phone, so you can see actually both of them. And to be honest, it's very interesting that there is virtually no delay between the phone and the web view. Let me just turn off my Wi-Fi. Let me just go to 4G. Did I turn off? Oh, look, smart alarm, human. Okay, turn off the Wi-Fi. Okay, it's going to take some time until it reconnects, I'm assuming. Okay, yeah, that's good. Hey, look, still virtually no delay between the local view and the phone view over 5G. And you can see this big stomach, that's a human. Yeah, we managed to figure this one out. Oh, that's a human. Okay, that's good. I think it has a decent enough training model. I'm a very ugly human, but it's still a human. Okay, Good stuff. I think everything is working. I'm just going to stop the recording here. We got to the end when this device is working. It's configured. The mobile app is configured. Network is configured. I can access it from the local network from 4G. So everything and yeah, recording is working already. So everything we want from a network recording system and the security system is basically done.